great and important undertaking without first invoking the blessing of deity. Let us, therefore, before proceeding with this important ceremony, invoke the blessing of the Supreme Architect of the universe.
Most holy and glorious God, we approach thee with reverence and implore thy blessing on these officers chosen to preside over this Grand Lodge. Fill their hearts with thy love, that their tongues and actions may proclaim thy glory. Make them steadfast in thy service. Grant them firmness of mind. Animate their hearts and strengthen their endeavors. May they teach thy judgments and thy laws, and be thy true and faithful servants. Bless them, O Lord, and bless the work of their hands. Accept us in mercy. Hear thou our prayer, and grant our earnest supplication. Amen.
Too late, Eugene. Brother Eugene Abatico, you are about to be installed as only the 177th man over a period of 198 years, and from a membership that during the same period it reaches into the millions, as most worshipful Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the state of Michigan. It is, my brother, a great honor to be able to serve this Grand Lodge as its Grand Master. It is also a great responsibility. You are the leader of our fraternity. Whether we progress or decline, whether we work together in peace and harmony or suffer through confusion and discord, will in a great measure depend upon you. You set the tone. You set the direction. I encourage you to always remember the cardinal virtues of our organization: temperance, fortitude, prudence, and justice, and to always live by the tenets of brotherly love, relief, and truth. My brother, when you were installed as worshipful master of your lodge, you agreed to uphold the ancient charges, regulations, and landmarks, and took upon yourself an obligation. Do you once again consent to those landmarks, and do you reconfirm that obligation? I do. Then you will advance to the altar and kneel on both knees. Say I, pronounce your name in full, and repeat after me.
I, Eugene Edward Abatico,
in the presence of Almighty God,
in the presence of Almighty God,
and these witnesses,
do
hereby solemnly promise
that
I will accept the office
of
most worshipful Grand Master
of the
Grand Lodge
of
Free and Accepted Masons
of
the state of Michigan,
and
the duties of that high office faithfully, zealously, and impartially administer to the best of my ability for the ensuing 12 months, and until a successor shall have been duly elected and installed in my stead. I further promise that I will support and maintain the Constitution, laws, edicts, rituals and ceremonies of the Grand Lodge, and that I will in all things conscientiously discharge my duties as the ruler of the craft and as most worshipful Grand Master of this grand jurisdiction. So help me God, and keep me steadfast in this my solemn obligation. Having thus pledged yourself to the faithful discharge of your duties for the ensuing year, you will now be invested with the jewel of your office.
We can stand up.
Most worshipful Grand Master, by immemorial usage and the irrevocable landmarks of Masonry, you are now invested as Grand Master of Masons in Michigan with powers and prerogatives which are well nigh absolute. The hindrance of the craft, for good or for bad, is in your hands. I would offer these words of admonition. The very consciousness of the possession of great power will ever make a generous mind cautious and gentle in its exercise. To rule has been the lot of many. To rule well has been the lot of but a few. The office of Grand Master is one of great antiquity and respect, and is one of the highest dignities to which we can aspire. You should never forget, though, although you hold the office of Most Worshipful Grand Master, you are first and foremost a Master Mason, and I seriously enjoin you ever to walk and act as such. You will now be conducted to the east.
Been a while.
Yeah.
This whole grand honor thing.
Yeah, come on. Where you going? Most worshipful Grand Master, behold your brethren. Brethren, behold your most worshipful Grand Master. Brethren, together attend grand honors, taking your time from the worshipful Grand Marshal. Brethren, please place your right hand over your heart and together repeat the oath of fidelity. To the high purposes of universal masonry.
To the high purposes of universal masonry.
To brotherly love, relief, and truth.
To brotherly love, relief, and truth.
To the promotion of harmony on this Grand Lodge.
To the promotion of harmony in this Grand Lodge.
To the realization of its highest ideals.
To the realization of its highest ideals.
Of character and of life.
Of character and of life.
We here and now pledge anew.
We here and now pledge anew.
Our most earnest and unceasing efforts.
Our most earnest and unceasing efforts.
Amen. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Worshipful Grand Marshal, present the several grand officers elect in order for installation.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother William Sauget, Deputy Grand Master-elect of this Grand Lodge.
Right Worshipful Brother William, you have been elected by your brethren to the second highest office in their gift, that of Deputy Grand Master, and you will now be invested with the jewel of your office. Really? It's kind of strange. Your duties are varied and many, and all at the whim of him. It is your duty to assist the most worshipful Grand Master by every means in your power. In the absence of the Grand Master, you are to preside over this Grand Lodge. By virtue of your office, you are a member of the Board of Directors of this Grand Lodge, the Board of Trustees of the Michigan Masonic Home, and the Michigan Masonic Charitable Foundation. As Deputy Grand Master, you are the Chairman of the Future Programs Development Committee of the Grand Lodge. I and all of us would encourage you to use this year to learn, to plan, and to prepare yourself for next year, and I have no doubt that you will well and faithfully discharge those duties. Congratulations, Bill.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother James Huff, who has been elected Senior Grand Warden of this Grand Lodge.
Right Worshipful Brother James Huff, you have been elected Right Worshipful Senior Grand Warden and now will be invested with the jewel of your office, which is the level. The level demonstrates that we are descended from the same stock, partake of the same nature, share the same hopes, and although distinctions among men are necessary to provide or preserve subordination and resulting order, yet no eminence of station should make us forget that we are brethren, and that he who is placed on the lowest spoke of fortune's wheel may be entitled to our regard. Because the time will come, and the wisest knows not how soon, when all distinctions but that of virtue shall cease, and death, that great leveler of human greatness, will reduce us to the same state. My brother is Senior Grand Warden. You too were a member of the Board of Directors of this Grand Lodge, and a member of the Board of Trustees of the Michigan Masonic Charitable Foundation. You are also now, by virtue of your office, a member of the very important Investment Committee, which is responsible for overseeing the investments of the funds of the Grand Lodge and its subsidiaries. We firmly rely on your knowledge of Masonry and your attachment to this Grand Lodge for the faithful discharge of the duties of your important trust. Look well to the west.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Michael Roberts, who has been elected Junior Grand Warden of this Grand Lodge.
And I have no doubt that you will discharge those duties with fidelity and honor to this craft. Well, son.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Larry Inshow, who has been elected Grand Treasurer of this Grand Lodge.
Most worshipful Brother Larry, having been elected Grand Treasurer of this lodge, you are now invested with the jewel of your office, which is the crossed keys, an emblem of security. My brother, as Grand Treasurer, you serve on the Board of Directors of this Grand Lodge, as well as on the Board of Trustees of the Michigan Masonic Home and the Michigan Masonic Charitable Foundation. You serve as treasurer of each of those corporations. The Grand Treasurer has charge of all funds and vouchers of these bodies and is responsible for reporting the disposition of the same to the Grand Lodge. I trust your regard for the fraternity will prompt you to the faithful discharge of the duties of your office.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother William Finkel, who has been elected Grand Secretary of this Grand Lodge.
Most worshipful Brother Finkel, you have been elected Grand Secretary of this Grand Lodge, and you are now invested with the jewel of your office. which is the crossed pens, a most appropriate emblem of your duties. Your duties are many and varied as well. You are a member of the Board of Directors of the Grand Lodge and a trustee on the Michigan Masonic Charitable Foundation. It is your duty to record the proceedings of Grand Lodge, as well as the minutes of the Board of Directors and Charitable Foundation boards. You are responsible for receiving all monies due to the Grand Lodge. You are responsible for keeping all of the records of this Grand Lodge, maintaining communication with the lodges and with their sister jurisdictions, and all the other duties which always seem to fall upon the Grand Secretary, which is everything nobody else wants to do. Your good inclination toward Masonry and this Grand Lodge, my friend, I know will induce you to discharge the duties of your office with fidelity, and by so doing, you will merit the esteem and applause of your brethren and a very grateful fraternity.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Thomas Braun, who has been elected Grand Lecturer of this Grand Lodge.
Right, worshipful brother Tom, once more under the breach, old friend. You have been elected Grand Lecturer of the Grand Lodge and are now invested with the jewel of your office. Which is the hexagram, more commonly known as the Star of David. My brother, it is your duty to thoroughly acquaint yourself with the work and lectures of the 3 degrees of ancient craft masonry, according to the standards of this Grand Lodge. You are responsible for the general supervision of the regional Grand Lecturers and district deputy instructors, and are also responsible for imparting to them and instructing them in the Michigan Masonic work. You have charge of teaching our ritualistic work during your term of office, subject always to the Grand Master, and I doubt not that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of your important office. Congratulations.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother G. Patrick Thompson, who has been elected Grand Chaplain of this Grand Lodge.
Right, worshipful brethren, brother, I never know what to call you. I just call you Pat. You have been elected Grand Chaplain of this Grand Lodge and are now invested with the jewel of your office. Might want to flip his collar a little bit, Walt. There you go. Which is appropriately an open Bible. My brother, it is your duty to perform for this Grand Lodge those solemn services which we should constantly render to our infinite Creator. It is also your duty to attend our communications and to conduct such religious services as are established by the usages of ancient craft masonry and this Grand Lodge, and I know that you'll do those duties well and faithfully. Thank you, Brother Pat.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Terry Trout, who has been elected Senior Grand Deacon of this Grand Lodge.
Brother Terry Trout, you have been elected to the office of Worshipful Senior Grand Deacon, now invested with the jewel of your office, which is the square and compasses enclosing a blazing sun. It is your duty to attend upon the most worshipful Grand Master and to act as his proxy in the active discharge of the duties of this Grand Lodge. You ought to see to the introduction and accommodation of visiting brothers and other duties as may be assigned to you. The impressiveness of our ceremonies would depend largely upon the dignity and efficiency with which you perform your duties. And I have no doubt that the duties of this office in your hands will receive due care and attention.
Most
Worshipful
worshipful
brother.
sir, I present my worthy brother Craig Lurkey, who has been elected Junior Grand Deacon of this Grand Lodge.
Worshipful Brother Craig, you have been elected to the office of Junior Grand Deacon and are now invested with the jewel of your office, which is the square and compasses enclosing the half moon. The similarity of your jewel to that of the worshipful Senior Grand Deacon indicates in a measure the similarity of your duties to his. I'm going to take a little personal liberty for a minute. Brother Craig, you have been the pilot of a craft in the air. You have been a pilot of the craft in the sea. You are now training to be a pilot of a gentle craft. You are the active proxy of the Grand Wardens, and it is also your duty to see that the Grand Lodge is duly tiled. I doubt not that you will be diligent and faithful in the discharge of your duties.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Gary Paquette, who has been elected Grand Marshal of this Grand Lodge.
Worshipful Brother Gary, you have been elected to the office of Worshipful Grand Marshal of this Grand Lodge and are now invested with the jewel of your office, which is the cross batons, an emblem of your authoritative directing power. Brother Euper, with roots up north, it is your province to have charge of this Grand Lodge on all public occasions when it is in line of march. And you will therefore be responsible for the appearance of the brethren on those public occasions, both as to the manner and character of their dress, the dignity of their appearance, and the skill with which they perform the various evolutions prescribed in our Masonic ceremonies. You should ever be attentive to the needs and commands of the Grand Master, and always be near at his hand to see them duly executed. You are to assist the Grand Master by every means in your power in the quiet and orderly disposition of the Grand Lodge and in the conduct of its work. I doubt not that your interest in the welfare of this Grand Lodge will prompt you to exercise your best endeavors and to discharge properly the duties of your office.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Roger Moore, who has been elected Grand Tyler of this Grand Lodge.
Worshipful Brother Roger Moore, you have been elected Worshipful Grand Tyler of this Grand Lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. Which is the sword. So you are also now invested with the implement of your office, wherever that may be. As the sword is placed in the hands of the worshipful Grand Tyler to enable him to effectually guard against the approach of cowens or eavesdroppers, and suffer none to pass or repass without permission, so it should admonish us to set a guard over our thoughts, a watch at our lips, and post a sentinel over our actions, thereby preventing the approach of every unworthy thought or deed to our hearts, and preserving our conscience void of offense toward God and men.
Most worshipful sir, I present my worthy brother Jerry Millar, who has been appointed Grand Musician for this Grand Lodge. Illustrious brother Jerry, this is, I believe, the 19th time that I have been able to install you as Grand Musician of the Grand Lodge of Michigan. I don't know if that's a record, but it's got to be close. 6 more times, you get a set of steak knives. So good luck with that. Music adds so much to our ceremonies, and you have done a wonderful job for almost 20 years for this Grand Lodge, and I have no doubt that you will continue to do a wonderful job. I'm going to go get your lady to present you with the jewel of your office. So when you heard the quiet there for a few minutes, you see how important music is when we're doing this. Most worshipful sir, it is my honor to present to you brothers Gary Doc Bowdler, Don Tamaris, Ryan Bankley, and Danny Meyer, who have been appointed stewards of this Grand Lodge.
Brethren, you have been appointed stewards of this Grand Lodge and are now invested with the jewel of your office, which is the cornucopia, signifying plenty. For later. You have been appointed to this position because of your dedication and devotion to the Grand Lodge of Michigan and your continued personal support and friendship. I hope that you will accept this honor gracefully and enjoy the experience you will realize this year. Thank you, brothers.
Worshipful Grand Marshal, make the proclamation.
In the name of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the state of Michigan, I declare that the officers of the Grand Lodge of Michigan have been duly installed. This I proclaim to the south, to the west, and from the east. The craft will take due and timely notice thereof and govern themselves accordingly. Together, brethren, attend grand honors.
Don't be sitting down. Most worshipful Grand Master,
I thought it was done.
it's all yours.
That's it? Let's go eat.
We're going to install the DDIs and the BGPs? Or are you going to do that later?
I'm going to have you do it right now. Right Worshipful Grand Lecturer, will you please perform your duty of installing the DDIs and the BGPs?
I will.
All of them? Not the rest?
Yeah. Will the Board of General Purposes please rise? My brothers, you have been duly elected by the lodges in your respective districts to a position of great importance in the structure of this Grand Lodge. As a member of the Board of General Purposes, you have an obligation to all the lodges in your district. In addition to the legislative duties you perform for this Grand Lodge, it is also your duty to assist the lodges in your district by any means in your power. You are to be a mentor, an advisor, a leader, a teacher. You are there to help. The future of our fraternity does not rest with the Grand Lodge, but with each individual lodge. They are the foundation upon which all else rests. It is all of our jobs to make that foundation strong, and I charge each of you to help in strengthening that foundation and to exercise your best endeavors to discharge properly the duties of your office. For in doing so, you will merit the esteem and applause of your brethren. Will all of the district deputy instructors and regional grand lecturers please rise? My brethren, you have each been elected or appointed as instructors of the ritual in this grand jurisdiction. It is your duty to teach the ritual as conveyed to you by the grand lecturer. It is of therefore vital importance that each of you be thoroughly familiar with the standard of Michigan Masonic works. This responsibility has been conferred upon you in recognition of your interest in our ritual, your zeal for the institution, and your willingness to be of service to your brethren. And I am confident you will discharge the duties of your office with fidelity, with honor to yourself, and profit to the craft. Yeah.
I can get him up and embarrass him.
Okay.
Stand right there. He's one of your guys. Worshipful Brother Ryan Binkley, please rise. Ryan, you are being elevated to the title of Regional Grand Lecturer of what, Region 5? Region 6. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yep. Do we have any presentations out there? I believe we got a few of them.
Grandmaster, I have one right here.
Okay.
Junior past Grandmaster Larry Judson. My brother, it is my honor and privilege to present you with your past Grandmaster's jewel, a jewel that you have earned over and over again. Wear with honor and pride and with profit to the craft. Well done, my brother.
Thank you.
Here's the case of gold.
Congratulations. Got a couple words? Oh, no. No. Are there any other presentations? Worshipful Brother Matt.
Most Worshipful Grand Master, on behalf of the Michigan Grotto Association and the hundreds of members of the Enchanted Realm of the Grottos of Michigan, I want to congratulate you on a fantastic installation and wish you the absolute best in your year. I do, however, have a presentation for our junior past Grandmaster and Brother Prophet, Larry Judson.
Busy looking at his jewel.
Well, I knew that. That's why I was talking slow.
Well, you'll see.
Most Worshipful Brother Judson, congratulations on a phenomenal year as Grandmaster. And on behalf of all of the Grottos of Michigan, I want to present you with this small token of our appreciation and wish you the best in good fellowship and great sympathy.
Thank you.
I think it's a little flask, Mary.
Most Worshipful Grand Master, I thank you for this opportunity to come up here and speak. I've long sought this opportunity to present this, and there's a rough and rugged road, but we got there. So, to our junior past Grand Master, Larry Judson. Okay. I want to congratulate you on a wonderful year. It has been a privilege to serve Michigan together with you this year. We go way back before either of us were even in a grand line. You've done so much and been such an inspiration with all of your travels. More especially, I greatly appreciate all the support you have given to the York Rite this year. I think you have set the record for Grand Lodge participation in the Grand Council's events. As a small token, I wanted to present this to you. Companion to companion, brother to brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, all of this, I have to tell you, you were wrong earlier today. You stated that Marianne was not going to get any more jewelry. So I have to fix that. You know, would you bring Marianne up here for us, please?
Grand Marshal? Marianne's
Mm-hmm.
way in the back.
Putting them to work.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Not only has Marianne been a wonderful First Lady and support for you, Most Worshipful, she's been a true friend and an inspiration to me as well. And you've done things differently this year and broke the mold, and we are all so much better for it. It gives me great pleasure to present you with this, the Grand Lady of York, for your service to the Freemasons of Michigan.
Oh, how beautiful. I know you can't see it. Thank you.
Of course, it comes with a little certificate and bag there. The Grand Lady of York Award was created in 2019 by Chadwick and Oksana Burks to honor a lady who has served alongside her significant other. Sorry, I lost my spot. Significant other while they were in office as either Grand High Priest, Grand Illustrious Master, Grand Commander, or Grand Master of a state and jurisdiction affiliated with the General Grand Chapter. The award was later expanded to include Grand Secretaries and Treasurers. The jewel is a unique and rare one, a 4-petaled violet with a dark and gold radiating center. The violet's petals are heart-shaped, representing the love a Grand Lady of York has for her husband, as well as Freemasonry. Of the 4 heart-shaped petals, 3 point skyward, representing the quest for more light the Yorkite Mason pursues, a quest that would be not possible without the support of the 4th petal, the Blue Lodge. The purple color of the flower represents not only the color of the Grand Council, but it is created by perfectly mixing the red of the Grand Chapter and the blue of the Grand Lodge. The radiating center represents the Grand Commandery, with the central golden hue alluding to that high rank and honor obtained by the recipient, as well as the spirit of the divine which flows throughout Masonry. The 8 gems which adorn the jewel represent the 8 beatitudes given by Christ at the Sermon on the Mount. The number 8 also represents the perfect cube, obtained by continued multiplication of 2 by 2 by 2. This was esteemed by Pythagoreans as it was viewed as an expression of the first primitive law of nature, that all people, male and female, are created equal. A violet is especially fitting for this award, as the color violet is associated with unconditional and selfless love devoid of ego, a necessary characteristic of any lady tolerating her husband's ascent to the summit of Freemasonry. The color violet will also be highly prized in the Jewish tradition of biblical times, with the city of Tyre being leading producer of purple dye. The book of Numbers records that Yahweh instructed Moses to always keep the altar covered with a cloth of purple wool. The violet is also called the flower of modesty because it hides its flowers in its heart-shaped leaves, concealing its spectacle into the appropriate moment, never ostentatious. For these reasons, and countless others, we are proud and honored to present you, Grand Lady of York, with your jewel of honor, and may that violet always be a reminder to you of the real rewards of Freemasonry are found internally.
Absolutely. Thank you. You did very well. Thank you. Thank you. Certainly.
Are there any other presentations? Having none, we'll move on. I know. Mr. Troy.
Most worshipful Eugene, as a proud honorary brother of Detroit Lodge Number 2, we wanted to present this small token with all of your travels this year and wish you the very best of luck during all of your time. Just something small, so go ahead and open it up.
Is this an appropriate place to open
It is, yes.
You know what's going on. A travel bag or
And that is the Detroit Lodge Number 2 square and compass on the front of that. So congratulations,
well,
brother.
thank you, brothers. That'll come into handy use here real soon.
Congratulations.
Did you get that clicker back there?
Yeah,
Karen?
we got it.
All right. I'd never hear the end of it if you didn't. Are there any other presentations? Oh, okay. We'll get this out of the way real quick. Can I have all the brothers that belong to Solomon Key 580 and Lincoln Park Ionic 539 come down to the front?
This banner has hung in many lodges, and it represents the home of the Grand Master of Masons in Michigan. Byron Lodge number 80 is proud to present this to Eugene and your lodge. Look at him here to get this. We'll present that to you. And don't fight, you two lodges, over where it's going to hang. But we'll make sure that it hangs proudly, and be proud of this man. He's a great man, a great Mason, and I am honored to turn this over to you.
Thank you, most worshipful brother. Thank you very much. It's an honor to work with you this year. Right? Yeah, there's the cookies. I'll get in there. I want to thank everyone for showing up today to the installation and that. It means a lot. I'd like to introduce the most worshipful Grand Master of Prince Hall Masons of Michigan. Most worshipful brother, I'm gonna say Ben Walker. Most worshipful brother.
To the most worshipful Grand Master, Eugene Abatico. To all of the elected and appointed Grand Lodge officers, and visiting dignitaries and guests. Good afternoon. Most worshipful sir, I want to say congratulations to you and your cabinet for your ascent. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you, continuing this bond that we have created many years ago under the start of it under our past, most worshipful past Grand Master Don Bauer. It's been a long road, brothers and sisters, for these two organizations to come together in unity. It was way before my time, but I am pleased and happy and proud to say that I am a Michigan Mason. But I would be remiss if I did not say this at this time, that my friend, my brother, most worshipful past Grand Master, my friend and my brother, Larry Judson, for a great year. This is a great man, brothers. Eugene, you have some big shoes to fill here, but I have no doubt that with all of the past Grand East and this distinguished body, that you will actually have the labor and the support behind you to accomplish that. Larry, you did an outstanding job this past year. And this is only the beginning of our friendship, my brother. It is. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about that.
I love you, brother.
And finally, most worshipful Grand Master, if there's anything that myself or my administration can do to make your administration a success, we are at your service. Godspeed, my brother.
Thank you very much. I look forward to this year working with you.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
All right. Thank
Yes,
you. Anyone else? Can I have the Grand Commandery and DeMolay please rise? The honor guard. Right eminent Grand Commander, to you and to the fellow companion knights, I want to thank you very much for coming down here during the week and doing this for us. I know you went out of your way, and I just am tickled pink. I can't express to you enough the joy I had of seeing so many show up to be part of my honor guard. To the DeMolay, the same thing, but I think you kind of owe me since I got you out of school today. So I don't know how that's a wash, but no, I want to thank you and the EO in that of DeMolay and your parents and all that for allowing you to be down here and take part of this. It meant a lot to me. So, right eminent Grand Commander, is it? You are dismissed.
Thank you very much.
I'm sweating. Well, I'm going to keep the remarks really short here. I know it's been a long day for all of us, and we have some traveling in front of us and some meetings to make and all that. So once again, I want to thank everyone for showing up. Had a great weekend. I can't express enough. I will see you in the lodges and various other activities and all that this year. I plan to be pretty active on the go. I cannot forget this one. My wife, Brenda, thank you very much for allowing this journey of 7 years. It's actually been a lot longer than that because I was a DDI for a few before that. So she's kind of used to me not being around the house, but I love you dearly, and thank you very much for your support in this venture. So with that being said, thank you, officers. Thank you, stewards, for doing this. Once again, I'll remind you, stick around down here, stewards, officers, wives. We have pictures to take. We're going to do this immediately following the closing here. How do you close Grand Lodge? I know how to close the regular lodge, but probably the same way. Oh, any way I want, eh? Brother Senior Deacon. We'll get everybody up. All right, we'll do this like I know. Attend the altar. That's what I'm doing. One other group I want to thank here, and I just totally forgot about, are our past Grand Masters for doing this installation. Thank you, brothers. It's an honor. You've done it every year I've been through this line. You guys are just great. Brother Grand Chaplain. Closing prayer. So mote it be. I now declare the Grand Lodge of Michigan closed. Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to have somebody take one of the pillars, hat, that gavel, and that flag, and the stanchion up there to get you taken.
Well, we're gonna first Brendan and I are gonna get ours. The guys are all gonna get this. And I brought mine. What?
Okay.
I'm gonna run back.
You got to go up there to get that
done.
initial picture taken. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want them to start going up that
Yes,
way?
yes.
Grand Lodge officers, all of you, Grand Lodge guys, every one of you,